And North, she'll go to her dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out. He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment.
Like apples.
What do you think about the work your mom does?
What does she do?
Not Northwest putting Kim on blast for not having a real job, y'all. North has been lashing out at Kim a lot lately, and it turns out it's because she misses her dad, Kanye. And she's sick of the reality TV cameras following her around the house. In a new episode of The Kardashians, Kim was seen venting about how North loves going to Kanye's place because he lives in a cozy apartment and does fun stuff with her. Meanwhile, North straight up called out Kim for having nannies and chefs on deck in her huge mansion instead of spending quality time with her. Apparently, Kanye doesn't have a whole entourage taking care of the kids, and every time North comes back from visiting her dad, she gets all emotional and lashes out at her mom, Kim. What's interesting is this tea got spilled not long after a Kardashian source revealed that Kim spends most of the day outside the house, so basically nannies are the ones raising her kids.
We make our own food. That's amazing that you make ramen, you know? Like, great.
Y'all, North is proving every day she's her daddy's carbon copy. And I swear, this girl is on a mission to expose Kim to the world.
Oh, thanks. I'm so glad that my beauty products can be used.
You sure you're really glad? Because you always say you're glad and you're mad.
Well, I'm mad that you guys leave a mess like this. You guys are gonna have to learn to clean it up.
Now, you probably remember how when Kim pulled the plug on her marriage with Kanye, he started voicing some major concerns about how Kim might spoil their kids and turn them into the next wave of Kardashian influencers.
It's two things I said. Tell her security not finna be in between me and my kids, and also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok or don't have on TikTok at all if I'm not approve that. And I said it after it was done without me knowing, and then it happened again. So I feel like it's some poking the bear trying to antagonize me or create this like crazy narrative.
At first, a lot of people were quick to dismiss Kanye, and they even accused him of harassing Kim and making her look like a bad mom. But see, recent reports are painting a different picture, and it sounds like Ye was right about Kim letting the nannies raise them. Last year, Kanye even dropped some lyrical truth bombs in his track Easy with the Game, saying, I got love for the nannies, but real family is better. The cameras watch the kids, y'all stop taking the credit. He also called out Kim for going overboard with the lavish gifts and making the kids all entitled and spoiled. When you give them everything, they only want more. Bougie and unruly. Y'all need to do some chores. But here's the plot twist. Back in May, Kim tried to flex on Jay Shetty's podcast, claiming she's holding it down solo, getting the kids ready for school and cooking their meals, and she made it sound like she's doing double duty as mom and dad.
Like my mornings, you have no idea what's going on. It's like I always have to do one of my daughter's hair and it has to be perfect and it has to be a certain way. And then this one needs me to put his shoes on, and they all need you. And it's like full crazy madness, cooking, running around. Like it's wild. Sometimes they're fighting and there's no one there. Like it's me to play good cop and bad cop. So like that is definitely a challenge when, something I'm working on is being a little bit firmer,
But Kim had no clue that her own little ones would put her on blast, especially North, her oldest, who is turning into a spitting image of her dad day by day. Now get this.
Okay, so I walk into my bathroom. Oh my God, there's like an arrangement everywhere. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Why? That's how I feel.
Because it's bad.
Really important to also do mental health checks on your friends and your loved ones.
You should be more busy on your kids, not your friends.
Right before Kim dropped some wisdom on Jay Shetty's podcast, talking about how it's hard being a single parent and whipping up meals for the kids every day, her daughter, Chicago, straight up exposed her in a Mother's Day card. Chai had this card with a questionnaire about her mom, and one of the questions was, the best thing she cooks is. Chai kept it real and said, Mom doesn't cook, she has a chef. Now, Kim wasted no time trying to fix things up, and she dropped a photo to back up her kitchen skills, talking about, Chai was wrong, I do cook. LOL. But there's this Kardashian insider who recently had a chat with Life and Style, and they straight up exposed Kim, saying she's spoiling the kids with gifts, but when it comes to the heavy lifting of raising them, she's passing the baton to the nannies. If one of them is into space, she'll look into taking them to NASA headquarters, the source said, adding that the kids are definitely spoiled. But honey, the Kardashian insider decided to come to Kim's rescue because they realized this was making Kim look really bad. And they tried to flip the script, saying Kim is grinding like crazy, so she doesn't really have a choice but to have a squad of nannies taking care of the kids. She has the means to provide really cool things, and they're good kids, the insider said, adding that the nannies have to work very long hours because Kim also works a lot, like 14 to 16-hour days. But nobody really seems to be buying that whole 16-hour workday vibe from Kim K. And even if she's actually out there working for 16 hours, that's kind of her choice, right? I mean, it's not like she needs more money, and she could easily dial it back a notch and spend more time at home with the kids. On top of that, the kids don't really seem too attached to Kim, and she also seems to be struggling with disciplining them now that they're getting a little bit older. There was this viral video that had everybody talking where little Psalm got scared by the paparazzi and he let go of Kim's hand and ran straight to his nanny for safety. But that's not all the family drama going down under Kim's roof. You see, North, who's only 10, is in full-on rebellion mode against Kim, and she's out here exposing her left and right and up and down for not spending enough time with her own kids. And apparently, North is now talking about moving in with her dad Kanye because he doesn't have a whole team of people at his house, and he enjoys being a hands-on parent. In the recent episode of The Kardashians, Kim was seen complaining to Kourtney about how every time North comes back from hanging with Kanye, she's got the waterworks flowing and giving her an earful about not living a simpler life. Kim explained that North is all about cooking now, so when she visits Kanye, he's in the kitchen with her, whipping up some simple meals like ramen noodles. But then when she goes back home to Kim K's mansions, there's a fleet of chefs handling all the kids' meals. And it seems like Kim might have dropped a little shade in the mix, suggesting that Kanye shouldn't be getting props for just making some ramen with North.
We make our own food. That's amazing that you make ramen, you know, like great.
Now, the fans, they're not having any of this, and they're saying Kim is either totally missing the point or pretending like she doesn't understand what the real issue is. Because this isn't about the ramen girl, it's about putting in that quality time with the kids and being in the moment for real. North is saying she's missing that one-on-one bonding time with her dad because over at Kim K's spot, it's like a whole crew of people handling everything, and she rarely gets a regular family day, just her and her mom. And let's not forget that Kim went against Kanye's wishes, and she's exposing the kids on social media and her reality show. So that's got to be adding to North's frustration. I honestly can't imagine having a camera crew in my house following me around, even as an adult, and for kids, it's got to be even worse. And it just seems cruel to rob them of their privacy in their own home. And that's why some fans are now saying it would actually be better for North if she lived with Kanye. Someone said, I say let North go live with Kanye. He will let her express her creativity and true self while protecting her from the media. And then someone else added, because Kanye is actually being a parent instead of using nannies to watch them, I don't care what people say. Nanny is not better than parents. Although Kanye is a little bit whack in the head, he is doing the job, and that's what a child needs. But let me know what you think about this. Do you think North would have been better off living with Kanye, or do you think she's just going through a phase and rebelling against Kim? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.